speech impediment and begged him to lay his hand on him. He took him off by himself, away from the crowd. He put his finger into the man's ears, spitting, touched his tongue. Then he looked up to heaven and groaned and said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be opened. And immediately the man's ears were opened, his speech impediment was removed, and he spoke plainly.
Live stream went well. Eventually, it's getting to be a routine, but eventually I'm going to add something, another camera or something to it. Go back to experimenting around again. We're eating coffee before Vietnam Cafe. I got my cappuccino. It's time for Vietnam Cafe. Looks good. I'm sitting out with the tongs because we can't trust when people come by. Jimmy likes to bark. Right, Jimmy? Jimmy. And the Toyota Siennas are breeding. There was 3 of them out here, but one just came to get a pickup order. And I'm noticing on top of the building, 1898 M Nigro.
Do I see smiles?
We are back here again. This time we're buying stuff for the doggies. And I bet you she'll come out with a cart full of groceries as well. Woo! I'm sitting with the doggies. I was told we need to get the Navion fixed before we can work on Melba. And so I'm here to look for an OMD. I know I should get it online, but I'm not gonna wait. An OMD and a manual for the Sprinter vans, and hopefully I can find it here and it'll help. So I went there to look for the repair manual and didn't see it in the store. So I asked the guy, after waiting in line behind another guy, where do you keep your repair manuals? And he said, we don't keep repair manuals. And I said, okay, thank you, and I walked out. Well, as I'm walking out, he's talking at my back, kind of lipping at me. You can look it up on YouTube or get it online. I'm like, well, you know what? I can get all my parts online. This is what's left of Western Auto. You know that big Googie sign in Kansas City? It became Advanced Auto Parts. And I believe Western Auto was a part of Sears at one time. I may be wrong on that. And, yeah, you know, they don't want to carry anything anymore. And they're just giving it all up to, and I'm like, why do I need to drive out then? Why do I need to bother to come into your store? Just shut your doors and board up your windows if that's what you want to do. I mean, you know, maintenance manuals, repair manuals was something they always kept in the store. And you know, a lot of parts they don't carry anymore either. You know, they don't want to carry anything. And I'm like, well, what are you there for? The whole purpose of retail is so that you don't have to order things online and then get the wrong something or whatever, and you can see it and hold it in your hand, and maybe somebody there at the store can help you instead of mouthing off to you that you need to just do what you should have done in the first place because, you know, you thought you could get some help. And so I guess unless it's a real emergency, I won't go to Advanced Auto Parts anymore. And I was thinking I was going to go across town to O'Reilly. There's one. I think the closest one is up in Barry Road. But I'm like, it's Sunday. It's almost 5 o'clock. I have to go to work in the morning. I'm tired. I'll just take his advice and order it online, since he's so ready to chase customers out the door and send them to the internet anyway. Too bad, too sad. So I'm not going to end this on a bitchy note. The weather is beautiful.
A little poke, baby, a little
And then
poke.
Jimmy's getting his insulin shot, and he doesn't like it. I wouldn't like it either. It's probably getting pretty sore, isn't it, Jimmy? Ouch.
For the rest
Ouch.
of his life.
Yeah, for the rest of his life. Poor dog. Anyway, so the weather's nice, and the kids are doing some yard work.